We will begin with chemical bonding chapter. The first thing to talk about is valence bond theory. Let us start with postulates of valence bond theory. In valence bond theory, we talk about the combining atomic orbitals and they should have unpaired electrons, similar energies, similar symmetry, the overlap should be maximum, and the number of unpaired electrons will give rise to the valency. These are the postulates written in brief. The limitations of valence bond theory could be it doesn't explain the ionic character or the resonance. It cannot explain paramagnetic character of oxygen. The number of unpaired electrons is not equal to valency in certain molecules like pentaatomic molecules. Postulates of valence shell electron pair repulsion theory. The electron pairs in the valence shell are so arranged that minimum repulsion and maximum distance. Non-bonding lone pair occupies greater volume than bond pair. With increasing electronegativity, size of lone pair decreases. Electrons of a triple bond occupy more space than double bond and followed by single. And then there is comparison of lone pair, lone pair, lone pair, bond pair, bond pair, bond pair attraction, wherein the highest repulsion will be seen in lone pair, followed by lone pair, bond pair, and the last one will be bond pair, bond pair. Limitations of valence shell electron pair repulsion theory. It is applicable to covalent compounds only. It cannot distinguish between s, p, d, f orbitals. It can't predict shapes of coordination compounds. It does not quantify the extent of distortion seen in certain compounds. Then we move to molecular orbital theory. Here there is a mention of criteria for combination of atomic orbitals. Having a glance at the bonding, non-bonding and anti-bonding type of orbitals, you can see the 2pz interaction, whether it is pi or pi star. Whenever we put a star, it is anti-bonding. Non-bonding is shown as NB. Pi is a weak bond that is shown at the least energy level. So energy wise also we can compare pi, pi star and the non-bonding electrons. The highest in energy is pi star. We have to see the combination of p orbitals as shown towards the left and have a notice of the nodes shown. This is a wave function. The 1s orbital combination is shown. Since we are talking about molecular orbital theory, two 1s orbitals combine to give rise to a molecule. The electron density of the sp combination, S and S combination, sp combination has been shown. As we know, it is like an electron cloud. Going towards the molecular orbital diagram, the simplest one is that of hydrogen molecule. We have the atomic orbitals placed at the two extremes, and in the middle we show the combination, that is two atomic orbitals give rise to a molecular orbital. So to begin with, the lowest energy level that we could find is sigma 1s and the highest will be sigma star 1s in case of hydrogen molecule, and we show one electron placed on either side because we have one electron present in hydrogen, and then 1 and 1 makes 2 electrons. That is how we have the simplest molecular orbital diagram. The energy is shown going upwards. Here we have shown 2pz